In the most finalled surfer, maybe ever on the women's CT without a victory. 7 finals now, no wins, but she's got great memories of competing here at Bells back in 2019. The last time the event was staged, she hasn't had a second place finish to Courtney.
It's new territory for Sal, but she's the type of woman who would be looking at this situation just going, yeah, all right, I'll get myself out of this. You just watch me. So yeah, she's got a lot of confidence at Bells too, as we see up and riding. Sal drawing first blood.
A little float there to get started. It doesn't get much more out of it. Sally having a think about this one, and Malia's going to take the bait here. And let's see if she can make it count. Tees off on the first section. Wasn't a huge turn. This wave already starting to flatten out a little bit, so Malia just working it over. And Sal on the outside will have that priority. Malia, though, she's going to try and milk a score out of this ride. Takes it right through to that short break section. Nice finish. Looks sharp over at Winky. Looks like she's carried that form over to the bowl.
Must have in the back of her head that last heat, round of 16 out here with Malia.
No doubt, as we see the replay, Rich.
Yeah, not a bad way to start things off for Malia. As you mentioned, Ronnie, nothing huge done out through that bowl section. No critical manoeuvres, but just good surfing. Sal's been coming here for long enough, and she's had enough good results to know how to get it done. And there was something that Kaipo said in his delivery there, and it was pace.
Well, here is Fitzgibbons now, loading up, has some speed. And it's just a medium-sized wave, but Sal saw something down the line, the opportunity to attack, and that was a solid turn on that last section. Just absolute athlete through and through. So has the fitness to get through to these inside sections, work through that flat water. Got a little tripped up there by a bit of chop on the inside. A really big decision to make here. This wasn't really a set wave, but she opted to use her priority on this one, Rich.
Yeah, I think she's just gone, okay, the sets are few and far between now. Maybe I just need to get a couple of scores on the board. I like that turn. And something that Sal does really well is the theatrics with the hand. She accentuates what she's doing and puts a little style into each and every manoeuvre that she does, and just catching a little bit of an edge there on that bump.
But she's the 4th most winning surfer on the CT at the moment, equal with Sally Fitzgibbons with 12 Championship Tour victories. She's a machine, and looks like she's ready to bounce back. Malia with a beautiful opening turn here. Flowing nicely through this medium-sized set. And there's another big hit, manages to send some spray skyward as well. So that really will accentuate that turn. Important to do here at Bells Beach, because the panel sits a long way from this lineup. So any exclamation points you can make by moving a bit of water will definitely work in your favour when you think about that score. As she rolls through to the inside again, just whips that board through, another clean turn. Working a medium-sized wave over Laura, but really adding some flair. A big bump here, and she's going to bank a better score than the first.
Yeah, she's going to keep building here. And pace, we talked about it. Just look at the rhythm of this wave. She times it perfectly. Jams the first turn. The second one was a bit of a check. Puts the exclamation mark on the third one. And then just rides it all the way through to the inside here. Almost lost it because the lactic acid is really starting to build up at that point. And she did well to get that last turn off. Great technique here. One of the most stylish surfers on the women's side of the tour.
This was such a tricky wave to surf, and I'm actually, yeah, that was an amazing job. Job well read by Malia Manuel on this wave. Because yeah, it had that nice clean section, and then she got this little turn in, but then the next turn added that bit of flair. It was kind of a foamy section. We'll see it here. Just amazing style.
Just great balance on her board. I love her stance. It's really, really balanced. That was a great turn there. As you said, Laura, adding that extra little pizzazz. As we can see here, looks like Sal's going to pull the trigger.
Yeah, waves holding steady in this 4 to 6 foot range as Fitzgibbons. Love the way she draws out that carve. These are transition manoeuvres, waiting for this wave to steepen up on the bowl. Now she gets her opportunities to dig in a little harder. Pushes those fins almost to the point of release. She knows she's got to fight her way back into this heat. She can't let Malia gain too much momentum. She's just in too good a form. And Sally's trying to reclaim hers as she rolls through to a couple of little hits. Can she find something on the inside? It gets a little ugly right on that rock shelf there, and she has to opt out. Just under 18 minutes to go, but it was a nice combination of carves on the outside.
Maybe a lot of the same, but the wave only let her do a certain amount of, or a certain style of a turn. So right there, she was just biding her time, waiting for it to bowl up. But this is the carve here. Watch this. Gets right on that inside rail, drives it round into the foamy part of the wave, into the pocket as we like to call it, and then she brings it all the way in. Another turn on the inside. And then it just sort of ran off on her before the rock shelf started to expose, and then she just went, I'm out of here.
I mean, of all the waves we've seen this morning, that was the most classic bowl wave. I think Malia manufacturing that score on her last wave, but look at this carve by Sally.
Oh, so much lean on that one.
Look at it.
Oh, how's the photo moments through that turn. But gritting her teeth too.
A very doable score for Sally Fitzgibbons, 417. She can do them with her eyes closed, and looking like she's going to not leave anything to chance right here. A smaller wave, but yeah.
Get out of there.
Careful. She's got to stay with it here. Don't give it away. She's just worked so hard to get back into this heat.
As she goes looking for a shot at a world title over there at Trestles. Malia Manuel looking to try and improve her position, trying to get rid of a 4.33. Glorious opening turn. Big, swift carve to get started. Again, just so tidy with the combos through that inside.
So this was the sell, and Sal just put a salesman's hat on, and she did well to get Malia on this wave, and that opening turn was just ferocious. Sally's actually lucky that the wave didn't actually offer Malia too much more down the line.
This one might actually work out pretty well.
Wow, drawing off the reef.
Well, she probably could have been on this wave a lot earlier, but we'll see her pick it up and go after the number she needs. After a 5.77 now, Malia dropped a 5.93 in her last ride. Beautiful cut down there as Sally climbs the section. Nice floating re-entry, linking it through to the inside, looking really engaged and keen for an oncoming section on the inside here. Fitzgibbons working this one over. The Bell specialist just showing her absolute knowledge and relationship with this break, but again doesn't really have enough space to throw an end section hit down. 5.77 is what she's after.
Here we go. Sal's great wave choice here, just cutting back into the foam. Look at the pocket on this thing, just carves through that first turn, up and into the lip on the second one. A nice big roundhouse cutback, and as she comes through to that inside section, she gets another little couple of hits through the inside bit here.
Yeah, if Malia had that second section that Sal had, but yeah, look at this. She gets to unload on this beautiful clean section here, and I love that way she carved back down and just had the time, for this next turn.
Yeah, it gave her this little bonus section right at the end of the bowl. Connects beautifully with the lip. Managed to bring the board straight down under her feet. Surfers watching this, you can pick up a tip or two.
Well, let's see what Malia can do with this one. After a 6.27, again, so strong with the first turn, but she is going to get caught behind on this one with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. We're laughing here in the booth, but they're certainly not laughing out there in the lineup at the moment. Malia's got her best shot at a Final Five finish this year, but unfortunately she's going to run out of time, and you've got to give props to Sally Fitzgibbons, the two-time winner here at Bells Beach. Incredibly strong. She loves her time here.